so just had to roll them dice and do the right thing and bet on myself.
It was time to get out, huh?
Time to get out.
I know, man. I'm
dead or in jail, so you just get away from all of that. And
a couple of Maybachs, then some Rolls Royces, then some watches, buildings, and more and more.
How about that? Some buildings, not
Wait,
even
he
like...
bought himself, so you ain't, what do you get you? Like as a friend or something?
Every gift is important to me. Every gift is important.
This is wild. Floyd Mayweather, the man who bragged about making $100 million per fight, is now caught up in a $402 million real estate scandal. He told the world he owned 60 buildings in New York. But public records tell a different story. People are now asking, did Mayweather just get caught faking his biggest business move ever? And here's the real kicker. Leonard Ellerbe, his right-hand man, just broke his silence. And what he said only added fuel to the fire. You're about to hear the untold truth. The one they tried to spin. The one buried beneath flashy headlines. What really happened with Mayweather's so-called billion-dollar empire? Is he going broke? Was it all a bluff? And why is Leonard Ellerbe distancing himself? Stay with me, because what you'll hear next may change how you see Mayweather forever. It all started with an Instagram post. Mayweather flaunting his newest acquisition. 60 buildings, all in Manhattan. No investors, no partners. I own all of this, he wrote. The internet went nuts. Fans cheered. Critics scoffed. But behind the scenes, real estate insiders were raising eyebrows. Property records showed no such transfer. No $402 million cash deal. No public
might be leaving Mayweather Promotions. Is there any truth to any of that?
no.
That's a resounding no.
So about a week after Leonard Ellerbe said that he was not leaving Mayweather Promotions, Floyd posted that he has stepped down from the company. Just about a week ago, Blue Blood Sports said the fact that Ellerbe was working with Tank and he's with Floyd is going to bring some type of conflict of interest, and he might as well step down from Mayweather Promotions. Something's gotta give. Well, something gave. Floyd moved on with Richard Schaefer, who, was previously with Golden Boy Promotions, a guy with like over 40 years of experience. I'm guessing Leonard is going to keep working with Tank, but y'all already know what it is, my peoples. Box Center. Your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Peace.
filings. Nothing. Just a name drop of a company called Vada Properties, which also has no paper trail of massive purchases. It didn't add up, and when reporters started digging, things got murkier. Then came the name Yona Reknitz, a convicted felon who once pleaded guilty to bribery and fraud. Mayweather proudly thanked him for helping seal the deal. That's when red flags turned into sirens, and then silence for weeks, until Leonard Ellerbe was finally cornered by a journalist outside a Vegas event. His words? It's complicated. There are multiple parties involved. I can't comment on the structure right now. What? This is the same Leonard Ellerbe who stood beside Mayweather through every championship, every negotiation, every victory. And now he's hedging? That's not a good sign. Not when millions are at stake. People started wondering, is Ellerbe distancing himself because he knows something we don't? Has the Mayweather brand finally cracked? Here's where it gets even more suspicious. This isn't Mayweather's first financial head-scratcher. Remember the $22 million IRS debt he delayed payment on in 2017? Or the Ethereum Max crypto scandal where he was sued for promoting a worthless token? There's a pattern here. Bold financial moves, followed by silence, confusion, and controversy. And now, this real estate bombshell might be the biggest one yet.
There's a flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. You know, of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books, because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal? Was this just because...
Real estate experts believe what Mayweather really has is an option to purchase, or a small equity slice in a larger group investment. Basically, he doesn't own 60 buildings. He might own 2% of a building owned by a hedge fund. Maybe. And that $402 million figure. It's likely the total value of the portfolio, not his actual cash investment. It's smoke and mirrors. And the worst part? His fans bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. This isn't just about a boxer exaggerating a deal. This is about credibility, influence. Millions of young people idolize Mayweather not just for boxing, but for his business success. They believe in the hustle he sells. And if this turns out to be a facade, what does that say to the next generation of dreamers and Leonard Ellerbe's reluctance to speak? It tells us one thing. This isn't just business. This is damage. Control. So here's the question no one's answering. Is Floyd Mayweather running out of cash? Or just running out of truth? Because if this $402 million deal turns out to be just another illusion, it might be the final blow to the empire he built with his fists. And to those still watching, don't take what you see on social media at face value. Do your own digging. Follow the money, not the marketing. Now, if you found this story as wild as I did, don't just scroll away. Drop a comment below with one word.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now, we're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Exposed. It lets me know you're not just watching, you're paying attention. And if you want the inside story on the next celebrity money scandal before it hits the headlines, turn on notifications. We don't chase the hype. We break it down. You've been warned. Mayweather's empire may not be what it seems. And Leonard Ellerbe, he just opened the door to a story much bigger than anyone expected.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot, but even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartment.
Floyd that basically gave him $1 million came out to Vegas and they had a whole backstory to that. And I'm pretty sure Leonard was around seeing all that. And what you're saying doesn't sound far-fetched. And I'm not agreeing with you just to agree with you, but like the champ may be hurt just because like you a human being, you could whoop ass, but you're still a human being, right? You may be hurt that you missed a moment. I've also seen guys where, you know, they moment passed and you try to hold on to things and that becomes an element of it. But then also it's just not a Leonard Ellerbe thing. there's a lot of people who may be in position around a Floyd Mayweather, but whatever deal they agreed to at the time didn't allow them to get all the money that they probably could have earned, right? And so he probably sees the infrastructure that Tank doesn't have in the relationship, and he's not saying, hey man, it ain't fuck you, champ.